what's up? It's Luis with the ABR Roadshow, and we travel the country coast to coast to find the places where you need to eat at on a weekly basis. And today, we are in Fincastle, Virginia, at a restaurant called 1772 on Main and Rooftop. So one of the owners of this restaurant is a career pilot. So they got a hidden little secret, apparently in the rooftop bar, which somebody told me about, but they never told me exactly what it is. So I can't wait to find out. Come with me. Let's go check it out. All right, everybody, it's kitchen time. You know how we do it here. So we're here with Chef Ben. What are we gonna make?
Today we're gonna make a shrimp basil pesto penne. Really good pasta and real fresh, real pretty. Y'all like it.
Okay, well, enough with the torture with the words. Let's get started.
Sounds good. So we're gonna start with a little fresh butter and some garlic in the pan, like you do most pastas.
Yes.
We're gonna let that cook down just a bit.
Just a little bit, okay.
We use Gulf shrimp. It's a little bit nicer than your farm shrimp. So we'll get a little salt and pepper on those guys. Let those cook down just a bit.
So what else are we putting on now?
So now we're gonna hit it with some fresh red onion, a little cherry tomato.
Love those. Give it a little bit of acidity.
Oh yeah, give it some color too. Nice, beautiful red coloring. And then we'll throw in a few leaves of our fresh basil here.
So fresh basil leaves. Okay, I can't say that I've ever seen this. Where did that come from?
It's always been something to me. Basil, as someone who really prides themselves in Italian cuisine, basil is pretty near and dear to me. And it's nice, you know, having a few plants when you can.
It is.
To get, you know, fresh picked herbs.
You know, what I haven't seen though is I've never seen anybody just put it raw like that and cook it into the food. Typically, it's used as finishing.
Yeah. Well, so this will, you know, you can treat it like spinach. It'll really reduce down once it starts to cook. And as you can see, it's already shrinking quite a bit.
Big time. So we're adding some heavy cream to
a little bit of
thicken it up to create a sauce.
And a little spoonful of our house-made pesto.
Oh, that's nice.
Give it some color and some more flavor. And we'll go in with a little Asiago cheese to help thicken it. As you can see, that pesto and that basil, it's really all coming together in there. Fresh, you know, I look at that and I think of, you know, spring or summer, you know, very fresh, green coloring.
Now let me ask you, how do you know when the consistency is right?
You want it to be thick enough where it'll stick to the pasta, but you don't want it to be so thick that it doesn't coat the pasta.
Gotcha.
And you can see, so it's already gotten real thick, so we're gonna go ahead and pop in our par-cooked pasta. This is some penne that we cooked up last night. It's already been blanched and everything, so we're just looking to get it softened back down a bit and warmed up. All that goodness.
Yeah, getting it all incorporated. That looks great, man.
Go right ahead and pop it into the bowl. A little bit of nice fresh arugula and our house-made lemon basil vinaigrette. And there you are.
Oh, wow. All right, chef, so here's the moment of truth. So how should I attack this? Should I get some of the arugula, shrimp, the whole thing?
Go straight in, get a little mix of it all.
Okay. Dude, come on, man.
Good stuff.
Oh my God, dude. The balsamic gives it a little sweetness, the creaminess of that cream sauce you made with the pesto and the basil. Oh my God, dude, and the pasta's cooked al dente, is perfect. Man, this is a home run and a half.
It's one of my flagships, I could say.
Thank you so much, Chef. This is fantastic. I am literally going to go outside and finish this. Sound good?
Please do. Someone's got to eat it all.
Oh my gosh, so good. All right, everybody, so we are sitting right here. We got a couple food items, a beautiful, beautiful drink. These are the owners, Aaron and Jenny. How did this restaurant come to be?
Jenny was very patient with the, what I would say, random ideas that sometimes pop into our heads. We purchased this building, pharmacy, back in 2009 when, you know, the economy had crashed. And our children all got off the bus and we always got snacks here at the pharmacy. So when the pharmacy went up for sale, we couldn't let it go into the hands of outside people. We purchased the pharmacy, and as we were rehabbing the pharmacy and deciding what to do with it, we were up fixing a leak in the roof. And on the roof is one of the best views I've ever seen. So I invited Jenny to come up to the roof. And we looked around, and you can see every church steeple, the Episcopalian, the Methodist, the Baptist, the Presbyterian, the Peaks of Otter, the Sunset. I said, baby, what do you think about a rooftop bar? She indulged me. And because of our travels, we always go to rooftop bars.
But you mentioned travel. You're a little bit of a travel enthusiast. How about we talk about that?
Well, I met this lovely lady at the University of Richmond.
Okay.
I was failing chemistry miserably, and I was looking for somebody to teach me what titration actually meant. She helped me through lab, and at least helped me understand that I was never going to be in the medical field.
Okay.
So, yeah, the world
Right.
thanks all of us for that, so thank you. So Jenny and I met each other at the University of Richmond, fell in love, and Jenny ended up at the University of Mississippi as the health educator. And anyways, long story short, we had children. I'm a pilot. We ended up moving to Virginia to begin our career.
So that's the reason, obviously, for the airplane theme, pilot theme. Especially the bar back is unbelievable upstairs.
That's a 1947 V-tail Bonanza, affectionately known as the Doctor Killer. That thing was high-powered, high performance, and the only people that could afford it back in the 40s and 50s were the doctors. My grandfather was a fighter pilot in World War II, flew P-40s. Sat me on his knee and told me stories of flying airplanes, and he had me hooked ever since I was 5. So I became a pilot, commercial pilot, instructor, multi-engine, all of the pieces. I have to turn an airplane into a bar. The FAA frowns upon flying and drinking, but they didn't say we couldn't put a bar in an airplane and sit at a bar and drink while we're looking at an airplane.
Jenny, what do you think about this? Like when he came up with this idea, oh, I want a bar, I assume that the restaurant part was a little bit later, right?
No, we were excited about
Okay.
it. I had become the pie lady and was making chicken pies and dessert pies and quiche, and so I needed a shop for selling those and a commercial kitchen for selling those, and so it all kind of meshed together very nicely.
Just a super interesting background, no restaurant industry whatsoever, and it was just like, okay, let's form a bar. and
We
here
like
are.
restaurants. We like eating at
Oh, of course,
restaurants.
me too, right? Let's get into the food, and shout out to Chef Ben. Guys,
Chef Ben's a
it's
star.
unbelievable,
Yes.
unbelievable. So we have shrimp and grits here, and I mean, obviously, it's a classic dish from the South.
The best grits I have ever had are from Oxford, Mississippi, and they're Grit Girl grits. So every time we visit, we bring back bags of Grit Girl grits, and that's
the
best. Yes.
Okay.
The best grits you'll ever
All
have.
right, let me give this a shot. Oh yeah, that beautiful corn flavor. It's creamy. It's got a little bit of spice to it, a little bit of pepper. The shrimp are absolutely beautifully done. It seems like he's got some peppers in here. It's a little bit different. So it's got a little spice to it, but spice in a very flavorful, deep way.
One of the things they recently added, and I don't know if I'm allowed to say this, Chef might get me, but they added a topping of etouffee. But that's makes
what
the
it
difference. I've never had shrimp and grits with etouffee on top.
Multiple layers of flavor happening. That's fantastic. Wow. Let's go into the burger. This is called the Voodoo Burger. Tell me about the beef.
Okay, I am going to speak for a moment, but I owe most of the beef experience to Jenny. Jenny is our farmer, believe it or not. Jenny grew up in Virginia and Utah and all over the world raising animals and all types of pieces. We started with Black Angus beef, and they're beautiful. But what was happening in the winter, we were having some difficult births. And as you know, the Black Angus have some very large heads. So we diversified the herd with a Hereford Angus mix. And so that has allowed us to have what we believe a better brand of beef.
So we've been increasing our herd. We do work very closely with the USDA and with Mountain Castle Soil and Water Conservation. We've fenced all of our animals out of the creek. We're Chesapeake Bay watershed, and then we rotate the cows regularly to take better care of the pastures.
Let me give this a shot. All right, here we go. That beef is fantastic. It's just a beautiful patty. It's nice, juicy, beefy flavor, seasoned to perfection. We got pork belly. Bravo. Not just bacon, no. We're gonna put pork belly on it. From start to finish, it's home runs all over here. I love it. This is a fantastic restaurant, and you have just so many different things to offer.
thank you for the compliments. I mean, that's huge. I mean, that means something.
Absolutely.
This is not an easy business. So
Absolutely.
thank you for those compliments.
Absolutely. Now that drink right there. From what I hear, this is called the Blackberry Breckenridge. Just has this, almost don't even want to touch it because it looks so beautiful with this color, but I have to. You know, I have a tough job. That is so good. I like that it's a little dense, but it's not heavy. And it's just so well balanced.
And it's named after Breckenridge, which we should be very careful, but that's our local elementary school. But we've tried to name all of our drinks after local historical events and figures. So the Blackberry Breckenridge represents one of our staples.
That's fantastic. Thank you again so much. If you don't mind, I'm going to go back to eating. Sound good?
Yeah,
Yes.
thank you for the wonderful compliment.
Absolutely, absolutely. Oh my God. All right, everybody, there you have it. I absolutely love this restaurant. Do yourself a favor and come to Fincastle and try 1772 on Main and Rooftop. I love the bar. It's outstanding. So if you want to have a great view, amazing food, this is the place to be. You can find a full listing for them on americasbestrestaurants.com. That's it for us on this episode. We'll see you on the next one.